came across them. I want you to have an open mind. I want you to come with the expectation that something is going to happen to you today because you came here. Sit back and just listen and just absorb and just learn. We are not going to be here beyond 9, God willing, but I assure you it's going to be an impactful 1 hour. I do not want to waste any further time because I'm so excited. I am truly, really excited that we have today as a day to learn what we want to impact you with. So sit back, relax, as I invite to the podium my very own son. Yeah, you'll be wondering, when did the Namanka become old enough to give birth to this son? You understand why very soon. In any case, he's my phytoscience son, and he's not just anybody. He's a professor, a professional professor, if I may say so. He's a professor of physics in the prestigious University of Lagos, he's going to tell you all that you need to know. And he's saying it from the place of knowledge, from the place of experience, from the place of, how do I say it? Everything you just need to know. Please sit back and absorb all that he has to teach you today. He's going to dissect it. Professor Adeloye, Babatunde Adeloye, I would like to welcome you, and please, as many as, even if you don't know him before, just begin to appreciate him, because at the end of this session, you're going to see that, yes, he really deserves whatever accolade that we are pouring out here today. All the emojis are there at the bottom of your page. Please welcome Professor Adeloye, Babatunde Adeloye, to the podium. Welcome, Prof. Salute.
Thank you so much, Mama Anka. My mommy in Phytoscience. A warm welcome to everybody that is on this platform tonight. My name is Babatunde Adeloye. And the wonderful woman who introduced me to Phytoscience is my host tonight, Mama Anka. I thank you every day for showing me the way. If you are here today and you are a newcomer, you are exceptionally welcome. Perhaps you are going to be like me when Mama Anka invited me to Phytoscience. It was a post on Facebook. Who wants to make extra money during this lockdown in 2020? And of course, everybody wants to make extra money during the lockdown. So I contacted her. I served in Benue State, Tupo. I said, Auntie, ordinary means, what is it? And she told me, the only thing I caught was network marketing. And that's one I did not want to hear. Network marketing? She tried to introduce me to another marketing company, network marketing company. And luckily, my combo did not arrive early enough. So I asked for my money. And for her to be talking about network marketing again, I was completely put off. But I had prayed to God that God should show me the way of solving my health issues. And that solution came, and I almost threw it away. So if someone invited you to this meeting today, please don't be like me. Right away, send a message to them that you are really grateful they invited you to this meeting, because they're going to see a different way of handling your hair. In our poster, we said, in our flyer, we said, is the stress of day-to-day living weighing you down, taking a toll on your health? If that is so, then you have come to the right place. A place where you learn how to regenerate every tissue and every organ in your body and handle stress much, much better. So you're most welcome. If you're a newcomer, now pick up the phone now and call your friends, because tonight you are going to hear what you have never heard before. And it is good for you to invite your friends now, so that at the beginning they are getting to hear about Phytoscience from me. Now, I'm so grateful, Phytoscience Nigeria, for giving me this opportunity. It comes once in a blue moon to be of service to life, to give a little bit of what I've gained from this wonderful range of products. I also welcome members of Phytoscience. It's good to have you in the house. Those who have been our friends for so long, who have not signed up, I hope that by the end of today, they are going to pick up a package and become a member of Phytoscience. So let's just go straight into it. Okay, here we are. Phytoscience. What we offer you? The amazing opportunity of living a healthier and wealthier life. And as I said, you are going to hear something today that I've never heard before. So let us just dive headlong into it. What are we really offering you? Stem cell therapy. We are not made of drugs. We are made of cells. And that is why we are introducing to you today something different from taking drugs, because whatever drug you take is going to pass through the liver, and then the orthodox medications will pass through the liver, and the liver will now break it down so that the body can make use of it. And then, of course, there are all sorts of things involved. There's no drug that does not have a side effect. No orthodox drug does not have a side effects. At times, the side effects are even so much that you begin to wonder why you're even taking the products in the medications in the first instance. So we're not made of drugs, but made of cells. And we are going to see how cells can help us to get a better way of taking care of our health. What are stem cells? Now, they are special cells called mother cells, and they have the amazing opportunity and the power to produce new cells that can transform into any kind of tissue or organ in the body. I was discussing with a colleague this afternoon, and she said, you claim your products take care of all health issues. I said, yes, but you're in biological sciences, you know about stem cells. If you know about stem cells, then you know how amazing these stem cells are and what they can do inside the body. So they can transform into any tissue or organ in the body, especially pluripotent stem cells. We are talking about pluripotent stem cells today. We're not just talking about any kind of stem cell, but pluripotent stem cells. Now, it is due to this ability that they can treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. Indeed, we are just being modest. Our products can treat all health issues, except perhaps for a severed limb. Of course, I can't claim that you can replace a lost limb. That is why we're asking you to come here today, learn about this new way of taking care of your health so that you don't have a leg amputated, or perhaps you know somebody who has diabetic gangrene, for instance. Let them know that there's a solution to their health issue. They really don't need to amputate that leg, because our products will take care of all health issues, including diabetic gangrene. In total, the human body is composed of an estimated 30 trillion cells, plus or minus, making stem cells extremely important to human development. And they are found in plants and animals. So we're going to see the big difference between plant stem cells and animal stem cells. There's a big difference because plant stem cells are totipotent. That means that they can differentiate into any kind of cell at all. That is why you can produce the entire plant from just a single plant stem cell. Quite unlike animal stem cells, because animal stem cells can only be pluripotent between the fourth and the fifth day after fertilization. Beyond that, they are no longer pluripotent. Pluripotent means that they can turn into any kind of cell inside the body. Totipotent means that they can turn into any kind of cell. But when you look at totipotent and pluripotent, the pluripotent stem cells in humans cannot produce the placenta. That is the only cell they cannot produce. So they are pluripotent. Totipotent would have meant that they could also produce the placenta, but they cannot. So they are pluripotent. Indeed, by the time the child is born, it's no longer having pluripotent stem cells. It just has what we call placenta stem cells. And those ones are far below the capabilities of what we are going to offer you tonight. So what you can see there is cells forming tissues, tissues forming organs, and organs forming systems. And the systems compose the human body. So let us see how this will happen to you when you are born. As a baby, you have 100% of your stem cells. But don't forget, we are saying that those stem cells are no longer pluripotent. By the age of 18, you have only 40% left. By the age of 30, you have 25%. And then by the age of 60, you have 5%. And then we're not just talking about a reduction in the percentage of stem cells now, but even the ones you now have now started causing what we call inflammation. There are so many senescent stem cells that is, they can no longer divide. They are more or less dormant, and they're going to pile up inside the body and start causing a lot of chronic inflammation. So they become a disadvantage to the body. So not just 25%, 25% cells that are not, stem cells are not, that are completely of a different nature than what we have when we are a baby. And then, of course, as we are going to see later, we're going to see what we mean by naive T cells. So that plays a very important role in immunity. So let us go on. What are the facts about stem cells? Everybody has stem cells. Of course, we are created from stem cells and we have to make use of them throughout our lives. And then everybody uses stem cells every day. That means that they will die because we're making use of them. They're not going to stay forever. They're going to senescence. Some will even die. And then that means that we are going to take a proactive way of looking at things by deliberately nourishing our stem cells because, as I said earlier, they also diminish with age, lifestyle, and environmental factors. Now, let us see the kinds of things, the kinds of diseases Phytoscience products can help you with, our stem cells can help you with. Stroke, traumatic brain injury, learning defects, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, missing teeth, wound healing, bone marrow transplantation, spinal cord injury, so many of these. Indeed, a colleague of mine complained about just one particular health issue and asked me if the product will take care of that. Not only did the product take care of that issue, it took care of her cavity as well. And then there was a growth on her eye, on the eyelid. That growth started reducing. She couldn't believe it. So she came back to me, and today she has paid to sign up as a member of Phytoscience. She brought 5 people from the department to me. And you can imagine what this woman is going through in the part of Phytoscience, how glad she is. She has found a way of regenerating the entire body, and she's willing to tell everybody else. So that is your job tonight. So pick up that phone and call your friends, because what you are going to hear today, what you are going to see will blow your mind. Baldness, I was going bald myself, and Phytoscience products saved me from baldness. I don't think I would have loved to be bald. It's okay with some people, but my kind of hairstyle, my kind of head, I don't think I would really like to be bald. Blindness, yes, deafness, lateral sclerosis, myocardial infarction, muscular dystrophy, diabetes. Before Phytoscience came, the world was happy that it had insulin, because before insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. If you had diabetes, you are certainly going to die. So when insulin came in, a lot of people breathed a sigh of relief. But of course, all sorts of problems are associated with diabetes. So Phytoscience came up with something that trumps insulin. And that is why today we are telling you, you can take care of diabetes permanently without having to take orthodox medications. Even our own products you won't need to take after some time, because your pancreas will be fully regenerated and your cells will be taken care of, so there will be nothing like insulin resistance anymore. One of the things that cause metabolic syndrome. I'm going to see that if time permits today, metabolic syndrome, because it involves all sorts of things like cardiovascular diseases, obesity, all sorts of things are attached to that syndrome, including cholesterol, high cholesterol, especially LDL cholesterol. Now, this is our office in Malaysia. It's fully paid for over $4 million. And then that means you're not going anywhere in a hurry. You can't have this kind of product and be going anywhere in a hurry. So we are here to stay. And if you know how it is in the stock market, you buy a stock that is going to last forever. The stock that is going to last forever is Phytoscience. You can bank on it any day. These products are not going anywhere because orthodox medicine is not going to catch up with us in the next 1,000 years, because their own stem cells that they engineer cannot be used by them, because they are not sure that they won't start just misbehaving inside the body, causing all sorts of cancers and tumors in the body. So And whatever they do is not going to be like Phytoscience. So if you are interested in investing in your health and investing financially, please come into Phytoscience. On Wednesday, we are going to be talking about the financial aspect of this program. And if I were you, I would just like to be here to see what I can do to also enrich my pocket, even if not to enrich the pocket so that I can be spending money, but the products I'm going to need should not be coming from my pocket. I should be making enough from Phytoscience to fund my health and the health of friends and family members. So we are at Bandar Baru Bangi, Malaysia, and we are there permanently. We can only grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So you are most welcome to the wonderful platform called Phytoscience. That's our founder, Lighted Peng, now late, but the wife, Elatan, has continued with the great work of this man. The man said everybody in the world should be healthy and wealthy as well. You see, he saw a great opportunity and bought into it because since Phytoscience came in, healthcare has taken a new look. It's no longer what it used to be. Phytoscience changed the world of healthcare for good. As our CEO, Willie To, Elatan and Willie To are there to help us with our health and also to grow our pockets. But growing our pockets is going to come on Wednesday. So please be here on Wednesday to know how you can grow our pockets. Now, Bibe Biochemistry is the power behind our products. You see, biochemists are actually the ones that produce world-class drugs because they are like the physicists of don't mind me, but that is the truth. Physics is the backbone of the sciences. And the backbone of the medical sciences is biochemistry. Sorry, not pharmacy, not even medicine itself, it is biochemistry. Because biochemists are the ones that know about the chemistry or biology of the body. So they are the ones that know the pathways for diseases and also how to tackle diseases by blocking pathways of the diseases using whatever they can. For instance, in our own case now, just some plants to take care of all the problems that the disease can cause. You can see Mibe Biochemistry won so many awards in the year 2012 in Rio Plus 20 conference. Phytoscience, or rather, Mibe Biochemistry won 2 awards. In fact, 3 awards, but I mentioned only 2. One of them is the most innovative award, in the sense that this man, for the first time, cultured plant cells, stem cells, for human usage. And what he did was to just use the callus. That means you don't even need to plant the trees. You don't need to deforest because you want to produce the product. He just took the callus by wounding the stick of the wonder apple from Switzerland, just the callus, that thing that foams when you break a stick, a fresh stick. He just took it and then went to the lab using biotechnology and then continue to multiply it so that you don't need to worry about environmentalists. They're not going to bother us. Indeed, he got an award for that, for environmentally sustainable development. And then the most powerful ingredient, active ingredient, phytoceltec, he also got the award for that, for biochemistry. And it is such that when you place this under your tongue, it gingers your body into producing its own stem cells. You know what this means? Its own pluripotent stem cells. We can then go into the body and regenerate every tissue, every organ inside the body. We are going to see more of that as we go on. You can see the awards that biochemistry won over the years. We are all over the world. That means that if you have people all over the world, you can do your business in all these countries. That is, if you choose to do the business, which I advise you to do, so many countries and many more are coming in. Every country wants to have a piece of the cake, I can assure you. So if you are in a country that does not belong here now currently, you can strive to become the stockist for that country. And biochemistry and Phytoscience are all too willing to partner with you to bring more health into such countries. This is rise over the years due to pollution, sedentary lifestyle, genetically modified foods, exposure to radiation. Let's take a look at pollution, for instance. If pollution, pollution will block the pathway for some of the things repair work is being done inside your body. So even the natural way you should be regenerating your body, pollution can get in the way. It can cause DNA damage. It can cause oxidative stress. That is, The oxidative stress is in your body, the stress is multiplying. That is, for instance, the active oxygen species. Once, for instance, when you knock an electron off an atom, it becomes reactive. It will be looking for electrons to swallow, that is to take up and become stable again. When this multiplies, it causes oxidative stress. Sedentary lifestyle, I was in the hospital for 3 weeks in 1997. By the time I got up, my legs were wobbly. I had to learn walking all over again. When you live a sedentary lifestyle, you are allowing your muscles to atrophy, and then you are going to gain weight in the wrong places, especially in your tummy. And then that is going to affect your life in a very negative way. So sedentary lifestyle is not something that we want, but we are being forced to live it because we stay in front of the TV. At work, we sit in one place for so long. Life itself is like inertia. A body does not really want to move. A body at rest or in a state of uniform motion does not want to change its state of motion. If you are sedentary, if you are sitting down, it takes some effort to stand up. And then when you look at even a house, if a house is not being lived in, then it's going to degenerate with time. That is what happens to the body when you decide to just sit too frequently, sit for so many hours in a single day. You need to get up and move around, but we are forced to sit down, so we are living a sedentary lifestyle. How will our products help you if you are living a sedentary lifestyle? GMOs, yes. I will say the FAO might be saying that this really does not affect your health in a negative way, but don't forget that it involves gene transfer. When you're transferring gene, you're going to transfer possibly some allergens. So some foods that did not give you allergies before will now suddenly giving you allergy because there has been gene transfer. Exposure to radiation. If you're exposed to radiation, then especially ultraviolet and higher frequencies, they have enough energy to knock an electron off an atom. Once the electron is knocked off the atom ceases to be what it used to be. And what it's looking for is just to gain another electron to become stable. As I said, that is going to lead to stress in such a way that all sorts of things can come up, like cancer that can come up, even with pollution. And then all these have what we call cytokines, interleukins being generated. Even sedentary lifestyle, we generate things like interleukin 6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha that initiate inflammation. So all these things will cause inflammation in your body. So what is the way out? We're introducing the revolutionary plant-based stem cell, Botrytis sparkluba. This is the apple that changed the story of the world. When the world is ready for an innovation, then God sends it to the world and says, my children, you have suffered enough. I'm going to give you something today in this age now that will make your life easier. But then we can't force it on people. We can only tell people. So here is Botrytis sparkluba, and this is what Prezzuli and his team of scientists cultured in the year 2008. There's actually a paper to that. When people tell you they ask you, what is the scientific basis of your product? Please tell them there's a scientific paper. For the first time, plant stem cells are cultured in such a way that humans can use them to regenerate every tissue and every organ. And just 0.01 concentration of the Swiss apple stem cell can help you to regenerate over 80% stem cells in your body using the phytocentric that I mentioned earlier, that powerful. You can Google it, phytocentric, you'll be shocked, from Liber Biochemistry. So what will this do for you? It will protect healthy cells, repair damaged cells, and regenerate dormant cells inside your body. And then there was the right partnership in May 2013, when Liber Biochemistry and Phytoscience got together and signed a memorandum of understanding, giving us the exclusive ownership of the double stem cell and triple stem cell formulations. And indeed, if anybody claims they have stem cells, just tell them they are lying. They don't know what they are saying. You see all sorts of people claiming to have stem cells these days. Do not be deceived. There's only one stem cell body in the entire world, and that is Phytoscience, and our products are from Liber Biochemistry. We're going to see why some of these lies are so easy to debunk as we go on. Here are our products. I'm going to take these products one at a time. So let's start with our flagship products, crystal cell and double stem cell. Now, these products are so powerful. They are from that special apple, and then some other antioxidants were added to them. And what will this do for you? These are the products that regenerate every tissue and every organ in your body. They protect the longevity of your skin stem cells and fight chronic aging. You can see that the first and second points are more or less lumped up together. because one will engender the other. If you are fighting chronological aging, then you are also getting your skin stem cells prolonged in their lives, because they're going to become more vibrant. Because, for instance, there's something that we call the skin cycle. For as you are aging, the skin cycle slows down. When you are young, within 30 days, 28 days, your skin cells are regenerated. But as you grow older, it takes as long as 70 days. That is why you age. But with this product, you are going to be returned to what you are about 30, 40 years ago. Then it improves cellular health and boosts energy. Yes, people who take these products report that they have energy boost. Some are able to tell you that, are you sure there is no cocaine in this product? Of course, there's no cocaine in it, but it's a powerful product. It generates every tissue and every organ, and will give you perfect health. Better blood circulation, that is very important. You need better blood circulation. I can say all these things also depend on a better blood circulation. And then it improves your mental function. Better blood circulation increases your mental function and it boosts your brain health. It neutralizes free radicals and boosts the immune system. These two are also lumped together. Free radicals have a negative impact on your immune system. But at times, there's nothing you can do about them. For instance, when neutrophils come into your body, migrate into a point where there's a pathogen, they try to eliminate it. And one of the things they do is that they use what we call neutrophil blast. So they are going to use a reactive oxygen species to neutralize these pathogens. But in doing that, especially if it is chronic inflammation, they are going to keep repeating it, producing free radicals inside your body. You can see that is why when our products come in, because most of the problems we have come from these free radicals that are there because the neutrophils are trying to neutralize pathogens. When the products come in, they are going to neutralize all the free radicals, and that's why you have so many things coming up inside your body. You drop your glasses, your prostate is better, your blood pressure drops, your blood sugar becomes normal. All these are happening inside your body because chronic inflammation is being taken care of. So many issues are being sorted out at the same time. Yorubas is call this one Igbo initiative. Today, that is, they can take care of all health issues. But when you hear that today, you begin to wonder, how is that possible? It is possible once you know what pluripotent stem cells are all about. You know that they can regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body, and you won't bother to doubt when somebody says they regenerate every tissue and every organ in the body. I have about 3,000 personal testimonies from all areas of health, and indeed, about 800 phone numbers people can call to ask, that is, people who have benefited from these products. It's not a matter of they say. No. These are products that have changed people's lives, and one of the people whose lives have been changed is sitting right in front of you today. The host is also in that boat. Her life was changed because she took these products. It will help promote urinary tract health and preserve your vision. So as I said, so many people have dropped their glasses. Whatever will regenerate the optic nerve, that is, when you have glaucoma, you are told that it cannot be reversed. Indeed, your symptoms will not even lessen. It is not so with our products. They regenerate the entire optic nerve. Indeed, a father to me, left his glasses in Nigeria and traveled abroad. He had glaucoma, but he took the product before he left. So when he got to the US, he found he was able to read the small print inside his Bible without any glasses. I've seen so many people that sat on their glasses maybe a few days after they started taking the products, or maybe a few days before they started taking the products, and then they found out they did not need their glasses anymore. I have a lesson at Bariga in Lagos. Nothing less than 20 of my students have dropped their glasses, and nothing less than 30 adults have dropped their glasses, some of them in their 80s, some of them in their 70s. There's nothing these products cannot do. And then they also aid in constipation and digestion. Now, how do you take this stem cell product? You pour a sachet under your tongue and drink lots of water, best consumed on an empty stomach. Now, you're going to ask me why we prefer the sublingual gland method of application. Now, if you take a drug and it goes inside you, it's going to first pass through your stomach. We call it first pass metabolism. Now, you're going to know something perhaps you already know, when an alligator or a crocodile, it swallows even the bones. That is because the acid inside its belly is so strong that it will dissolve even bones. In our own case, the acid inside our tummy is not strong enough to dissolve bone, but it is strong enough to influence what is getting inside our stomach. So the immune system and the respiratory system use cilia to drive pathogens inside our tummy, through the nose, through the throat, into the tummy, because there's a reason for that. Cilia, they're like hairy substances that sweep in one direction. They sweep in such a way that the pathogens will enter your tummy, and then the acid inside your tummy will destroy them. Now, imagine you are taking an oral drug. That oral drug will have to pass through that acidic environment and then get inside the linings of your stomach. And then from there, all sorts of things would have happened. The bioavailability, that is, how much of what you are taking in is going to be available to you at the end of the day, is already being affected by the environment of the stomach. Then they now pass through into the hepatic portal vein. The hepatic portal vein will then deliver this into the liver. The hepatic portal vein is passing through much of the stomach, and then it's now going to deliver the drugs into the liver. Now, the liver will also put its own barrier. When it gets into the liver will set up its own barrier in such a way that by the end, maybe only 20% of that medication is now available to pass into the systemic circulation. That is why we prefer the sublingual gland therapy. So it goes straight into the brain. The brain knows whatever problem is happening, just like the brain box of a car. And through the vagus vein, gathers the information from the rest of the body and passes it into the brain. So the brain knows where the problem is inside the body. So, and stem cells are smart. The brain will work with stem cells, and then the stem cells will go to all the places that need to be attended to. That is why we are taking the product for a particular health issue, and we are also attending to everything inside the body, every problem inside the body. A woman called me, a colleague of mine, told me she wanted products for arthritis. So she signed up a package for arthritis, and then I took the products to her. And then 2 days later, she had dropped her glasses. Now, I saw her last week, and she told me my blood pressure has become normal. Even though my knees are improving, I'm shocked. My blood pressure has gone down. I stopped taking my BP drugs. My BP used to be 150, 160. My BP has now dropped to 125, 128. I had to stop my orthodox medications. That is the kind of thing you are getting from Phytoscience, because it goes in through the sublingual glands. So if someone tells you that they are marketing stem cell products and they say you have to swallow it, no, they are just lying. What I'm saying is that not everybody that says they use the sublingual gland are marketing stem cells. But whoever tells you they are not using sublingual glands are not marketing stem cells at all. We are the only ones marketing. If somebody else says they are using sublingual glands, it's just because they want to copy. They are really not marketing any stem cells. So you pour it under the tongue, and then you don't inhale it, of course. You drink water, and then for the rest of the day, you will take enough water, at least 2 liters of water. Of course, if you are attending to some health issues, maybe that require that you take small amounts of water, you adhere to doctor's instructions. And then, why you need water? If you use water, if you take adequate water, the differentiation is enhanced, because if you don't take enough water, some genes will be suppressed, and you won't get the kind of differentiation you want. That is why we advise you take plenty water when you take our product. Of course, you still make the best of it. Even if in some cases you're unable to pour it under the tongue, for instance, maybe somebody has a mental problem as a child that cannot raise the tongue, just get the product inside the mouth. There's a woman that told me that her son could not even speak for years. And when I said, pour it under her tongue, the tongue, she said, no, my son cannot take the product. I said, just make sure that it enters the mouth. And in just within a week, the child was told. The next product is Snow 40. This product is very powerful, and that's why we recommend at least a pack of it. When you just want to regenerate your body, we recommend at least a pack of Snow 40. If you can take it for the rest of your life, please go ahead and take Snow 40. It's something that should be taken for life if one can afford it. But what will this do for you? Best aid in gastrointestinal problems, it balances the body acid alkaline count, it rebuilds hemoglobin and red blood cells. It's excellent for sickle cell anemia. It fights all sorts of infection and manages blood sugar. Now, there's something special about Snow 40, AMPK, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase. I'm going to talk about that only today. I won't talk about Clotho. Clotho is the longevity gene, but I'm not going to talk about it today. Let us talk about AMPK. You see, the energy currency of the body is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Now, when you expend energy, you lose one phosphate group and become adenosine diphosphate. When you are putting so much energy into something, you are burning so much energy, it will become adenosine diphosphate, you lose one phosphate group and become adenosine monophosphate. Now, there's going to be a point in time when the ratio of AMP, that is adenosine monophosphate, to ATP will fall below a certain level, and then AMPK will switch into action. It is the energy switch of the body. And what it does is to signal the body to stop producing fat and start burning fat for energy. That is massive. So, not just that, it's now instructing the body to draw sugar from the bloodstream and use for energy directly. That will make your blood sugar to fall. That is why Snow 40 make your blood sugar to fall if you are diabetic. If you are not diabetic, if your blood sugar is normal, it's not going to make it fall. But if you are diabetic, it's going to create that environment of AMPK that will stop the body from storing fat and start burning fat. That is not all. It also initiates, that is, AMPK also initiates autophagy. Autophagy means self-eat, self-consume. This will make the body to consume all the bad cells inside the body, just like what we call Loma in Lagos. Now, the bad cells are now going to be consumed to make energy. Consuming to make energy means that your body is cleaner. It's like regenerating the body, taking care of what is harming the body. Now, how does that come in when you are taking crystal cell and double stem cell? You are going to regenerate every tissue and every organ in a clean environment. That is why at least a pack of Snow 40 is added to the products you are taking, no matter what you are taking the products for. It is because Snow 40 acts as Loma. Not just that, it balances the pH to make sure that all other products work more efficiently. So it's a blood builder, which makes it invaluable for those who have sickle cell anemia and those who want better blood and blood circulation. So that is why this product is so powerful in managing sugar and finding fights all forms of infection. No matter how stubborn the infection is, Snow 40 will take care of it. So who should take Snow 40? From what I've been saying, you can see that diabetics, those who have colon cancer, kidney disease, hormonal imbalance, liver problems, rheumatism, pale complexion, all sorts of things, weight problems, heart attack, high blood pressure, those who feel here, menstrual pain, suffer from constipation, dislike eating vegetables, often catch cold, experience sore throat, smoke, and those who consume alcohol, and those who have sickle cell anemia. How do you take Snow 40? You empty a sachet into 50 cl of water and mix thoroughly, and then sip over a period of 30 minutes to 1 hour or 2 hours. I usually advise you to finish it before 4 p.m. because it can make some people pee. So when you are taking this product, you can detoxifying you can make you pee frequently. So that is not a side effect. It is just doing the work it is supposed to do, making sure that your body is clean. Now, how long do you take crystal cell and Snow 40 before you see the effects? You can begin to see the effect immediately. There are people who take this product. That is why sublingual application is so important. Right away, you can begin to see changes in your skin. By the following day, you are looking smoother. Your skin is looking wonderful. The woman I told you about, I just looked at her and said, Madam, you are looking much, much smoother, much more beautiful. So The polyphenols and resveratrol that have been added to crystal cells and double stem cell inhibit nuclear factor kappa B inflammation pathway and then activate nuclear factor 2 antioxidant response within a few hours of absorption into the body. These have antioxidant effects on your body, reducing reactive oxygen species, and this can happen almost immediately once compounds enter your cells. What are we now saying? It gives you a quick antioxidant and cell signaling effects within hours. Now, short-term action within days to weeks, measurable anti-inflammatory effects, lowering the CRP. And it's a marker for inflammation. CR protein. Tumor necrosis alpha, factor alpha, interleukin 6. These are cytokines that drive inflammation. They are okay when they are small, the number is small, but when they become overexpressed, they become all sorts of problems inside the body. DNA protection markers and less against DNA damage in blood cells. Usually, all this will show up after you have been consistently taking the product for 1 to 2 weeks. So this will engender tissue repair and wound healing and support the flavonoids, chlorophyll, derivatives as mentioned before within days to weeks. Now, what are the health effects you are going to get within 1 to 2 weeks? That is what you have just mentioned, a reduction in inflammatory effects inside your body. What about long-term action? You want to look younger, you want to regenerate every tissue and every organ. For noticeable changes in immune resilience and anti-aging markers. So the cellular senescence, I mentioned senescence earlier, you see, and then the aging pathways and immune system. Remodeling, e.g., for instance, you see naive T cells behind that woman. When you have that, is increasing naive T cells, because by the age of 25, they are no longer producing any naive T cells. But our products will now give you fresh naive T cells. And naive T cells are so important in taking care of new pathogens entering your body, which is why older people find it difficult to handle new health issues because they don't have naive T cells anymore. But this will give you new naive T cells, which will take care of inflammation and new health issues coming up inside your body. Improved immunosenescence. As I mentioned earlier, the stem cells are becoming immunosenescent. That means they can no longer divide. That is, after dividing by 42 times, they can no longer divide. They become immunosenescent and become a problem for the body, causing inflammation. So this will take 3 to 6 months. Deeper benefits, repair, regeneration, anti-aging. We recommend 3 to 6 months for you to achieve that. Now, this is Actra Plus, a wonderful product. It has 18 fruits, red vegetables, and 9 spices. And it's the best option you can have when it comes to recovering from all health issues, especially diabetes. It was made for diabetics and those recovering from any serious ailment. And what will it do? It will boost and strengthen your immune system. And you know the gastrointestinal system loves variety. And you can see here how you're going to acquire all this with your money. And even if you do, the fact remains that what you have put inside Actra Plus is the active ingredient in each of these. So you can eat all the mangoes in the world and will not get what you are looking for. And then look at all these ingredients. That is what you have put together in a bottle. So it's not a drug, but it works more than a drug. And when you have a healthy gut, because 80% of your immune cells are inside your gut, waiting to see what you are going to eat. So they can cause you problem if you are not eating right. So this will make your gut to have the best of health. And then how do you take Actra Plus? 10 drops 3 times daily. That is in 50 cl of water in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening. If it's just for normal body maintenance, 5 drops will be okay 3 times daily. Shake the bottle very well, and then put the drops inside 50 cl of water and mix thoroughly. Do not use hot water, please, because all our products you have to take with normal body and normal temperature water. Now, what about Miracle Intense Essence? This product is miraculous. In the previous meeting, I showed a gangrenous foot. Now, a gangrenous foot is a perfect example of what our products can do. The foot was down to the bone. You could see it was already whitish because there were no blood vessels anymore. Then the nerves were dead. Phytoscience product, crystal cell, regenerated the entire foot completely. You can now see the redness of the leg. That is, the blood vessels are back, the tissue back. The leg is fully healed now. That person is walking all around. Triple stem cell, miracle intense essence, we work from outside in wound healing. That's going to help wound healing. So while crystal cell is working from inside, Snowy Fort is detoxifying you, triple cell, miracle intense essence is working from outside. Let us see what it will do for you to reduce spots and wrinkles, to give you better skin texture and skin tone. It enhance your skin vitality. It will moisten up your and supple up, make your skin supple, and then to speed up wound healing, as I said earlier. These products indeed is miraculous. H2 moisturizer, as the name says, is going to moisturize your skin, and it is a powerful anti-free radical product, and it will erase free lines, fine lines, and brighten and firms up your skin. And then it is anti-UV. There are two bands of ultraviolet rays that can damage the skin. This particular product will block both bands and prevent them from harming you. IQ is good for the eyes and the brain. I for eyes, IQ for the brain. And what will this product do for you? Because it contains lutein, zeaxanthin, and wolfberry goji. It will improve your brain health, cognitive function, memory, and even mood. It will reduce the risk of macular degeneration, which constitutes the greatest problem for people in the US when it comes to the eye. It will protect the brain cell from damage from toxic free radicals and prevent memory loss and mental decline. It will reduce mental fatigue and improve eye function, including the ability to adapt to the dark. It enhances cognitive abilities in older women and keeps the brain sharp. What do you do with this product? You take 1 to 2 sachets a day after meal. Now, here we have the weight management products, New Forte and New Life. What will New Forte do for you? It will support muscle build. So if you are losing weight using this product, you're not going to be flabby as you would if, for instance, you are using some other way of shedding weight. It provides satiety and aids in digestion. Indeed, it's a meal replacement. It increases metabolism, increases fat burns so that you can lose weight, reduces cholesterol, and prevents osteoporosis. That's one thing a lot of people are worried about as they are growing older. It is vegetarian friendly. And then what about New Light? It engenders regular bowel movement, relieves constipation, supports digestive health, strengthens the immune system, assists in weight loss, fat burning, and improves cholesterol level and maintains blood glucose control. So these products are quite wonderful. All our products are fantastic. Now, product certification. You can't have products this wonderful and not have plenty of certification. Here is the Phytoscience certification. We won that award, and it is fantastic. No award has been able to beat that in the world of health. That is why if you go on Google, you go on Facebook, all you'll be seeing will be stem cells, stem cells, stem cells. And what they are talking about is just animal stem cells, not plant stem cells. We have trumped them all with our own Phytoscience, which is plant stem cells. And you know, anything plant is far in advance when you compare to anything animal. Good manufacturing practice, we are good for that. And then our products are 100% natural, vegetarian friendly, halal certificated, and then, of course, Innovation Prize Award of 2014. We have it in our bag as well. NAFDAC certification is there, and then the FDA certification up to date. We have that as well. So, how do you take advantage of this product? We encourage you to pick up a package. And this is the silver package. It has 4 packs of crystal cell, 1 pack of Snowy Fort, and 1 pack of double stem cell. It will come in a different variation, but these products will all be there. Then it costs you only $206.4, and the product points is just 73 pairing points. You're going to see how useful this pairing points issue could be on Wednesday. Please be here on Wednesday to see how relevant PP is. Gold Mix 1 is the next package, and it comes with 26 crystal cells, 6 Snowy Fort, and 2 Actu Plus. And it costs you $1,139.5. At times, people ask me, you mean I don't have to buy products after registration? No, your registration fetches you all these products at a rate far lower than you can even imagine. So everything about Phytoscience is already profit. You're already making plenty of profit by just buying products, and whatever comes later is just jara, as we say. The product point is 395, and then the Junior Platinum package is going to cost you 1,522.2 PSP or dollars, and then it comes with 32 crystal cell, 2 Actu Plus, 6 Snowy Fort, and 6 double stem cell, and the product point is 500. And then this is the grandfather of them all, the platinum mix package with $12,876.7, and then the parent product points is 1,000, and then 6 Extra Plus, 2 IQ Plus, 2 Crystal Cell, 2 Miracle, 3 Miracle Essence, 1 H2 Moisturizer, 12 Snowy Fort, and 30 packs of double stem cell. There will also be some variation to this. And then this is the one I would recommend as the minimum package for you, because on Wednesday, you're going to learn just how useful it is for you to have a platinum package when you're coming into Phytoscience. Now, there's a promo going on. 2027, we all want to be at Malaysia. And then this is what qualifies you for Malaysia. Just sign up 10 packages, starting from the gold package, and then you are going to be in Malaysia for 9 days and 8 nights on the Grand Tour. If you're able to sign up 16, which is possible, it's in March next year, 9 days, 8 nights, Grand Tour, you're going to get 300 PSP or dollars for shopping, and then all you need to do is just sign up 16. What about if you sign up 24? You get 9 days, 8 nights free, then 1,500 PSP or dollars in price subsidy, and $300 for shopping, and then all you need to do is just sponsor 24 people. Now, it has been so wonderful being with you. Once again, I want to say thank you to Phytoscience Nigeria for giving me this opportunity. And then everybody that is in this room today, no matter where you zoomed in from, thank you so much for being here. And then we're encouraging you to go back, especially if you're a newcomer, to the person who invited you to this meeting and tell them that when you are willing to sign up today, you can sign up today. I even signed some people up today. So I'd like to be so thankful to my mother in the business, Mama Anka, for being such a wonderful host. It's been so wonderful being here. So
I'm also
here on Wednesday, so that you can continue with the business and go.
Okay.
Of course, there's a big event coming up in August. Mamanka is going to tell you more about that. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Now, like you will agree with me, I told you before he started that please, let's show our appreciation. I do not believe there's anybody here who has not learned something new. I need to see this room flooded with emojis showing appreciation for this wonderful, exceptional, fantastic presentation. He left no stones unturned. And like I told you, yeah, please, anybody who is not speaking should mute their mics. We had some interruptions with that, and it's not really pleasant. We are recording this. He turned everything and turned it inside out, and it's clear that he has explained to us all that it is, from the very clinical to the very professional to the scholarly way, and broken down in the simplest form whatsoever. But I would still like to leave room for anyone who has questions. Leave it in the chat room. We just have about 4 minutes. And while we are looking at that, I would like my co-host to check to see if there are any questions in the Zoom, I mean in the chat. But before then, like I told you, our presenter today has bragging rights. With every product that he introduced to us, he has been able to show us that he has testimonials to them, written down with phone numbers of people you can actually follow up and ask. There's no fluke in this thing. There's no shady, maybe not the wayo and all that. It's real, it's practical, it's really, really real. And that is one of the most impressive things about presentation with Prof. Odewale Tosin has raised his or her hand. Are you a member, or you want to leave the questions, because we just have very little time, for people who are our guests? So if you're not a member, yes, we'll attend 3 minutes more. Yes, 3 minutes more. Odewale Tosin, you are not a member, I suppose? You are not? Okay, unmute, please, unmute. Odewale Tosin, ask your question. You can unmute. My co-hosts. Can someone help me unmute Constance Achu or Odewale Tosin? I'm trying to get to where I can unmute them. I've not been.
Good evening, Ma.
Yes,
good evening, Ma.
Are you a member?
I'm not a member.
Thank you. Please go ahead with your question quickly.
I was invited by a professor, and I want explicit explanation about it, because I've been trying to explain to people because I didn't have forehand information, so it was very difficult for me to explain. But now I've heard everything about the STEM. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. See, this is why we tell people, come for the presentation, especially for someone like this, and everything will be broken open to you. Thank you for acknowledging that now it's clear to you. So the next time you'll be here, I'm sure you'd have registered and you'd have brought somebody who would also have bought products. Thank you. Constance Achu, unmute and ask your question.
I'm here. Greetings to everybody.
Hello.
I'm sorry I joined a little late. I didn't get all of the presentation, but I have a question relating to if you have somebody that has issue with say gall bladder or gallstone multi, how can that person be helped with by this product?
Okay. Very simple. Gallbladder stones that are formed when the bile is not working well, and then the stones are formed. Odewale Tosin, please could you mute so that we can? Yes, thank you. And when you take Snowfield Fort, Actor Plus, and Crystal Cell, they all will work to either dissolve or correct whatever it is that forms those stones. Even kidney stones. Prof has testimonies to that effect. Prof, I'm correct, because I hear a lot of your testimonies. Okay, right. So yes, we'll get help with it. We are certain because we've seen such testimonies happen before. Thank you. Does that answer your question? I believe so. Now it's 9 p.m. Yes, I saw somebody wrote in the chat, if I remember, I said, can the products be affected by Kangen water, that is alkaline? In fact, when you use alkaline water, it even enhances the efficacy of our products, because most of the products will help to alkaline your blood. So it's especially something like Snowfield Fort. So it does not have any adverse effects. Instead, it even supports it. I think that answers that question. I think we have now come to the end of this. Please, Wednesday, Phytoscience will help you with your health. It also will help you with your wealth. That's a fantastic thing. So on Wednesdays, we have the wealth aspect. Same time, same link. Ask the person that invited you here to also invite you if you are interested in that. We call it broccolosis. Or would tell you how to use vitamin M. It's also another very, very exciting part of Phytoscience. Kindly tell whoever that invited you to share the link with you. And then another very exciting thing, if you're in Lagos or you're in Nigeria, in fact, some people outside Nigeria are coming. August 1st to August 7th or 6th or thereabout, we are onto a big thing. Phytoscience Nigeria is hosting the whole world. Our CEO, our co-founder, our company advisor, they are coming all the way from Malaysia. We have people from all over the world converging here in Nigeria. You will be hearing the jingles and the sensitization issues. Don't be the last to be part of this. Kindly ask whoever it is that invited you to find out how you can be a part of it. It's another very exciting event coming up. Having said this, I want to thank you very much for being here with us, Prof. I salute my son in whom I'm well pleased. I call him. And for the audience, you have been wonderful. You've been excellent. I believe you're living here with something. I have even learned something. No matter how many times I hear about this, I never stop being excited. I'm always learning, and my life is always being enhanced. Thank you so very much for being here with us today.